Game is up and it's between the Velocity All-Stars and the Southside Bangers. The team list for Velocity All-Stars is as
Caboose Snakes.
Elias Luvayes, Manly Seagulls.
Anybody Sunday, Redcliffe Dolphins.
Sunny Ewing, Redcliffe Dolphins.
Tosh Kelly, Barn Roosters. Hayden Matters, Winston Rana, Hills Panthers.
Silas Lovely McGardner, Redcliffe Dolphins.
Isar Failonga, Redcliffe Dolphins.
Will Berrigan, Redcliffe Dolphins.
Abraham Minimio, North Devils.
Leonard Harvey, Redcliffe Dolphins.
Asa Stephen Sakaya, Redcliffe Dolphins.
Siaka Barney, Redcliffe Dolphins.
Cash Bennett, Kwana Dolphins.
Richard Tumalo, Redcliffe Dolphins.
Zion Malau, Caboose Snakes.
Harrison Blake, Pine Central Holy Spirit Hunters.
James Penny, Redcliffe Dolphins.
Austin Taylor, North Devils.
That is the team list for the VAS, and this is one for the Bangers. Jeremiah Toko at fullback, Alioni Mikao and Jezalex Chubb on the wings. Christopher Vaimili Tolapay in the centres with Renil Filippini, Richie Tuolangi and Javal Pitnam in the halves, McGuinness Tiananga in the hooker. Onyx Pui Mafidi, and Marcus Sando at front row. Siu Pulapuli at lock with Marley Smith and Henry Willis. Kingston Lafono, Dachi Tevi, Roy Collinsio, and Cordell Kirk on the bench. So we've heard this is going to be a very interesting matchup with a grand final rematch here, basically, between these two teams from the normal competition this year. This will be a cracking game of football. No, it's cool. It's cool. Sorry, guys, just trying to deal with the Sunday morning. I was trying to fix something about it, but I'm just going to have to have some concrete and harden up. That's what that's what I'm going to have to do. But that's all right. I can do that. We're just waiting for the ball boy to run out. So that's the new Touchy. Touchy seems younger than some of the players. Concerning. This is the under-13s now. Just about to kick off, and away we go. Picked up there by the big front rower. Believe that's Nemia. Still going is Nemia. What a hit up. Talk about getting us off to a good start. That's a 40-metre touch off the kickoff. And it's actually Failonga, I apologise. In a really good position here to get over the halfway after the first couple of tackles. This is Nemia. Last hit up was from Papani. Looks right, goes left here. There's the 9. That's Berrigan. Still going is Berrigan in the clear now. Going to have to get brought in from touch. Manages to stay alive. Short ball here. That's Saseni. Last tackle now. He's going to go to the halfback. He's going to put it in the air. Just a little dink kick. Falls straight into the hands of Mikao. Pushing out of their own end now, Southside Bangers. This has been a definite step up in level of football. You can tell that this one is another age group older, ladies and gentlemen. It's quicker. The contact's better. The skill is there. This is going to be a classic game of rugby league. Controlling tackle there. That's Nemia involved. He rolls out. Good contact there by Sakayo. Last tackle now. Goes back to the half. Puts a really good boot on it. It's going to continue to roll, and Sonny Hewitt eventually gets to it. Oh, geez, just got out of that way of that tackle there. Eventually taken down by Pittman and Co. Elias Luave Good scoot. Berrigan's shown us his speed out of 9. Have a look out for Berrigan when the ruck gets a little bit quick. If he finds one marker, he might be willing to just run through the middle of the park. Lost ball, though. That's Saseni. 6 again. Under comes CU, Pulapuli. Great backline movement, really sharp play by Tuolangi. Leaves a couple in his wake, almost splits the line open. Again to the left-hand side. They're looking increasingly more threatening. Jeremiah Tocco there leading that raid. Tocco again, dummies and runs himself. Pushing, middle of the park. That's last tackle now. Kings and Lefeno with that hit up. Out the back, they're going to run the ball. They've gone long. The option's there. He's going to dive for it. Try time in the corner. That's Jezelex Chubb. Beautiful backline movement through the hands, and Jezelex gets on the end. Tocco chimed in through a beautiful long ball. Cut out Telapaya. So first points of the game go to Southside Bangers. Kick to come here. So yes, as mentioned, that was Jezelex Chubb diving over in the corner. It was a very good expansive backline movement. They worked very well together. Ritty Tuolangi and Javal Pittman so far orchestrating great little game of football. And this will be a tough kick to handle, no matter how experienced from the sideline here. The wind is not going to help at all. It's a good kick, though. It's just not going to have the legs. Unfortunate there from Tiananga. But the Bangers get us off.
Mate, just a little bit of history on this one, Taylor. So last year, both teams played against each other. Vass won this one. But throughout the club year, mate, Logan actually beat Redcliffe in the grand final. Predominantly, the Bangers are Logan and the Vass side's Redcliffe. So maybe Redcliffe and Vass own one. Yeah, well, it's good to hear when you get a little bit of history like that. You can tell already with the way the boys have attacked this game. It started hard. It started fast. Pittman combined well with Jeremiah Tocco for that first try on the right-hand edge. So there's good form coming into this one for both teams. I guess that's the benefit of having carnivals like this and days like this at the end of the season. When you get them at the start of the season, people aren't gelled as well. But today, they've had whole seasons to play together, most of these blokes. Yeah, correct. A lot of these guys are match fit. They've finished the club season. They've gone straight into the Murray Carnival, the Q Pick, and the Multi tournament, and then they finish off with this to finish the calendar year. So they're definitely match fit.
Good hit up through the middle there for the Bangers.
Mate, turning back the clock here, Taylor. The 9, Berrigan.
Well, I just noticed that Berrigan. It's got to be Sean Berrigan's son.
No, Barry's.
Barry's son.
Boy. Yeah, Barry's
okay.
boy. And the 1, oh, here we go.
Something down the left-hand edge there. Good tackle in the end.
I've got one here for you with the 1, Sonny Hewitt.
Yes.
You remember Joel Romolo?
I do remember Joel Romolo.
His uncle. So that's Mum's brother. Gee, wasn't he a footballer?
Oh, absolutely. Joel Romolo could absolutely play the game. One of the hardest hitters to ever play.
He's his nephew right now.
Yeah, right. He's one of the hardest hitters, Joel Romolo. Played a little bit of time with the Bulldogs. Had spent some time with the Storm as well. Short, stocky, great hooker. So Vass now, they get a little bit of field positioning here. And bring one underneath. Pushing through the centre of the park. Quick play the ball. They want to play on the up here. Oh, great shot. Just didn't have time to get that one away, did Tolima Gardner. And they've given away the penalty for the strip too, compounding that error.
He's a really good kid there, young Silas, but the pressure and the line speed was probably too much for him on that occasion.
Yeah, the way that Pulley came up there and attacked him before he even had a chance to do anything with the ball. It's really good work. This fella's been impressive as well. Pittman, who just brought him under there.
And mate, the young Sevens in trouble here, Taylor.
He is in trouble. They're going to attack him.
They are.
Go to the outside. Get away with that one there. Good tackle around the legs, but the ball still floats. Oh, ball and all tackle there. Oh, we almost saw Filippini in some space, but it was great defence in the end by Saseni. Here's Lafono. Oh, defence up and in. They're going to leave that space open. Taulangi almost found half a gap. They've got him in 6s and 7s now, last tackle. Oh, great line speed and great defence on that right-hand edge. I think it's Leonia. Great work in shutting that one down in the end.
Yeah, mate. Look, as I said earlier, equally as good with the line speed defence there.
Yeah, Southside have come out very hard and very strong.
They've probably started the game better here, haven't they?
They have. You can tell that the All-Stars are a little bit shell-shocked at the moment. They're staring into the sun. Certainly an uphill battle for them at the moment. Need to bite down on the mouth guard and start ripping in. Yeah, here's a good carry. That's Fialunga. Berrigan options left and right. He pushes to the left-hand side of the park. That's Papani. Good carry by Papani. Are we looking for an early kick to get out of trouble? Ripping one more in. That's Nemite. Oh, beautiful defence in the end. They've really turned this one up here, the Bangers. Last tackle. Oh, it's going to be charged down. It's play on. Try time for the Bangers. Richie Taulangi. Beautiful work there to charge it down and regather. Try time. We'll just have a look at the replay in a moment. The line speed was there. Didn't give Matters much time to get the kick away. And it just bounced up perfectly for Taulangi. It's just funny how that happens, that rugby league ball. Sometimes it bounces away. Sometimes it bounces right into your lap.
Here's a figure point, Taylor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Obviously, you played a lot of football. When you're on the opposite side of the finger point,
it's the worst thing in the world. Opposite side of the finger point's no good. No good at all. But hey, that's what happens when you're scoring tries. That's all a part of the game. So the Southside Bangers, they get another quick one away. It's 8-0 kick to come. This can't be an easy conversion as well. Struggled with the first one. The wind is definitely there. It's pretty calm there on ground level, but once you get to that 5-10 metres up, you can tell there's definitely a breeze in the air. He's going to have to combat with that. Oh, really shocking strike towards the end there. Didn't get a hold of it at all. I can ask you this one, Kim.
yeah.
The chicken scratch that we get from kickers these days before they kick the ball, they go left foot, right foot. Too much? Do you like it? What are your thoughts on it?
After watching that?
After watching that, yeah, too much?
Too much.
Too much. I used to think Jamie Soward took it a little bit too far, but these days it's people are writing paragraphs to the ball before they kick it. You see the lips moving and everything. So here we go, kick off into that tunnel. They've let it bounce. End up recovering in there. This is a big run. It's going to be a contact. Straight over the advantage line in the end.
Yeah, he probably won that too, didn't he? From the Bangers.
Another good run here. Set number 17 on the field, Cordell Kirk. Starting the game in the number 14 jersey was Lafano. He's playing on the back row there. Starting to push towards that halfway mark now are the Bangers. Couple of good touches out the back. Oh, up and in the face. Have a go at that. Good defence here by Uini. They're going to get a kick away. Just. Lots of pressure. Beautiful take by Hewitt. Oh, and he's made every post a winner too. He's up over the 50. That's a great kick return from Hewitt.
Starts to set well here, Taylor.
Coming in for some work now, Silas. Berrigan now goes for a scoot. Geez, he's quick off the mark. I want to settle into some shape here. Silas again with another touch. Pushes towards the right-hand side. No one goes with him. Ragdoll in the tackle in the end by Henry Willis. He's a big lad, Waialanga. He says, tucks the ball and says, just follow me. Last tackle now. They've gone out the back. Has lots of time to kick it. He's trying to attack the post. Doesn't quite get there. It rolls dead. 7 tackle set.
Well, there's been a couple of bad last options there from Matters, mate.
Yeah, that one just rolled a little bit too far, giving away the 7 tackle set. And when you got someone like Big Marley Smith running at you like that, you can't afford to do it. You can't afford to give it up for Telapaya. Big scoot here from the Bangers. Good work by Makayo. Made his 10 metres and some. Oh, up and underneath.
Yeah, Papani, very good.
Great tackle there. Also joined there by Saseni in the tackle. He's a tough carry. The big number 17, Cordell Kirk's had a couple of tough ones. He's lost his shorts in the process, but it was a good run. Pittman goes high. Oh, lots of pressure on this wing. I think it was touched by a banger. It's going to go out. So it'll be Vass ball here. We'll just see what the referee calls. Yeah, it's going to the touch. We'll have a play the ball 10 metres in.
I know we've touched on it, but how good is that kit?
It
that
is.
Ref kit?
It is sensational.
Is TNT still around?
TNT, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, TNT.
Still the same logo?
Similar logo. Similar logo, I believe. You're talking about TNT, the freight company. Yeah, they're still around. Yeah, still around.
Still a similar logo?
Still a similar logo. Not too similar. Yeah, how good's that? The old school throwback.
Should we come back next year with the leather ball?
Just bring it right back. Or even better, you know, the refs' jerseys next year. You do the black and green stripe.
Okay, was that the PlayStation?
Yeah, I think so. Who was that? Who was that referee?
Billy Harrigan.
Yeah, it is. That's exactly
Hollywood.
That's exactly who I'm thinking of.
Yeah, it's Hollywood Bill.
We'll
Harrigan.
Yeah, earns his side a penalty.
Smart dummy half play there, Taylor.
He's so quick off the mark. The way he just gets those meters. So here's a real opportunity now. Matters will put this out. Another attacking raid. I'm sure they've probably had a discussion amongst themselves about the last one. They didn't achieve what they wanted to when they got down here. They looked a little bit like
Uini.
That's Nemia.
Yeah, good kid, mate. He was the player of the Queensland Year 7 Grand Final for Wavell.
Oh, geez. Up and in goes Pulley. Made a good tackle too. Silas out the back to Hewitt. Long ball, doesn't quite meet the mark. Levi has to dive at it, can only get a toe there in the end. Not quite the play they wanted to roll out there.
No, it's not, but it's good to see him throw the ball around and try and play expansive.
Well, that's the first time they've really had a backline movement where they went Silas, they went through to Sonny. And it didn't land on the mark, but it's good that they're trying to expand a little bit.
It's a really good spawn there with Berrigan. Here we go. With Berrigan, young Silas, Matters, and Hewitt. It's a good spawn.
Well, they will have another opportunity now. So if they did want to right the wrongs, this is the perfect opportunity. The Bangers put under a little bit of stress for the first time today. Couple of back-to-back sets. Oh, Berrigan out the back of the scrum. I don't think they're going to... Oh, if he didn't trip over himself, it was try time for sure. Great work there from Berrigan. Silas just going to pass it off to Papani.
Mate, look, I'll be setting up to Uini on the right-hand edge here.
Well, he needs to get back, get a bit of depth there off Matters. They're all looking at the ruck. No one's organising anything. Berrigan. That's Papani again. Matters brings one under, puts it on the right bird. Oh, I think he's going to make it there. Oh, just ran away from Ueni. You're right, it was open for him on that right-hand edge. He almost got there. The ball just ran away a little bit too much.
Mate, I'm a big Matters fan, and he's a little bit of trivia teller. So Matters' mum and Triggs, obviously my dad, are actually first cousins.
Oh, fair income.
But, geez, let's run the ball.
Berrigan now up and in the face of Filippini, which is a good carry coming out of his own end. Yeah, this is a good touch by Marcus Sando, and that's I believe, if my eyes don't deceive me, they might be some Queensland shorts that he's got wearing.
I think he does, Sally. Yeah, you're right. That's a very famous surname.
It is. Brings one under, goes to the left-handed. Oh, geez. Tough to stop him at full flight. Matters does his best, but a good run in the end by Tolapaya. Last tackle now. They go at the back. That's Pittman who goes high. Lots of pressure here. Oh, well done, Sonny Hewitt. Up and underneath. Didn't bother him at all. I think we're going to see a different style of play here now from Velocity All-Stars. The sun's just poked its head behind those clouds. It might have just about gone home for the day. And if that's the case, it won't be as glaring and beating down into the eyes. Oh, there's a good carry and a late offload by Whailunga. Here goes Berrigan away. He's got the speed. He just took the fullback on one-on-one, and he's found himself in touch. Great defence by Jeremiah Tocco.
That's a big tackle there from Tocco.
Yeah, really big tackle. He's done well. We're coming up to that 10-minute mark of the first half. It's only 8-0. Southside have responded to all the questions they've had originally. Oh, that's a great run there by Onyx Poimafidi.
Hey, mate, just a quick one here. Taylor, the 19 coming on the left edge, Ashton Taylor.
Yes.
He made the Queensland 12s. He's on scholarship at Nudgee. Really, really good kid. Plays North Devils 13s. Look for him to change the game in the last 10 minutes here.
So Ashton Taylor on that right-hand edge.
Sorry, mate, on the left-hand edge here.
Oh, yes, in the centres here.
Yeah.
Yes, I see him. He's quite a tall lad. Last tackle now. One more to beat. The Bangers looking left. They go left. That's Taulungi. He's been instrumental so far. Good offload. More offloads. Outside and in. Need to finish that tackle. They're still going now. Southside Bangers playing a little bit of hot potato. Oh, they can't get rid of it. And here he's in open space. Taj Kelly. Oh, in the end, he's just mowed down by Marquis Sando.
Taylor wants the ball. Here he comes.
Straight into the middle. Great hit up.
He's very physical here, Taylor. He's a good kid.
So with 8 minutes 40 on the clock now, Vass. Oh, head down, run hard. That's Lorenzo Timaloa. Geez, I was worried for a second, but he's just tough as nails.
Mate, he comes from rugby union background, as you can probably tell the way he runs the ball head down. He's hard as they come.
Yeah, touch,
Here
pause,
he comes
engage.
again.
Hewitt with an opportunity. Here's Taylor on this edge. Big right-hand fend. Does really well and almost gets away. Last tackle now. It's going to go out the back. Silas ball in hand. Just a little dink over the top, and it's been swallowed by the opposite.
Geez, they've been good here, the Bangers, in D.
They have been very strong, very physical. There's a couple of walkers now amongst the Bangers, though. This might be the time to really pounce on the back end of the halves. He's a strong carry. That's Henry Willis. He's been really strong on that left-hand edge there for the Bangers. Middle of the park now.
I can guarantee you one thing with the Bangers, they're very well coached. Kane and Dave Tevy, two very experienced rugby league minds, two very good young coaches.
They're going to go for a kick over the top, an early kick. Sonny Hewitt didn't expect it. He's got some work to do. He's got a man on. Oh, very well done. Just lets it guide itself over the dead ball line.
That's a big play there, Taylor, with the 7-tackle set here.
It is a big play, and I could just tell with Chris Vaimili Talapaya, you would have heard the thundering footsteps behind you. He's done well there to stay composed.
He's done well, Hewitt.
So 7-tackle set now. He takes the first hit up, does Hewitt. We have Matters in there at 9. Berrigan's having a bit of a break.
Yeah, there's some big raps here on Cash Bennett, the 14 from Kawana. I know the VAS coach, Corey Gardner's got some big raps on him, so look for him to try and inject himself here in the last sort of 5-6 minutes.
So Nemea, he has a tough carry. Oh, he gets the offload away. Silas in open space. Oh, well defended there by Jeremiah Tocco. He's had an absolutely outstanding game in defence. Cash Bennett looking for an opportunity. Matters goes to the right-hand side.
Uini
in away. Does well. Last tackle now. Matters is going to get the ball in hand. He looks for a little bit of a dink. Oh, it's been touched, but well picked up in the end there. That's Filippini with the ball in hand.
Mate, really good defensively there again, the Bangers. They've been outstanding all 25 minutes here in defence.
Yeah, the Bangers have been really good. That's another strong carry. That's Colin Seo now. Oh, he's just overrun his mark a little bit there, Marquis Sandow. And he's lost the ball. So opportunity here for Vass. And if they're going to strike back, this is a really good time just before the half.
They've got to do it now, Taylor.
Just the confidence you can get from that would be huge. Good hit up now. That's Leonine.
Yeah, great contact too over the top.
Goes out the back to Silas. Little bit of opportunity there. Away goes Hewitt. Oh, what's the call here? Oh, he's called a knock on. I thought it may have been assisted in the tackle. But knock on was a call by referee.
Geez, doesn't he look good in a bit of open play there, Taylor?
Doesn't he what, Sonny Hewitt? You can just tell here he had that opportunity. He turns Filippini inside out. And just this ball here, I thought might have had... Oh, no, he did. He's just lost it forward. That's a great call by the ref. But he stripped Colin Seo. He didn't know what to do on the inside there. Stripped him. On the inside of Filippini, he looked really quick in that open space.
Geez, you look at it, mate. This is an under 13 game of football. 2 tries scored in 25 minutes.
I still can't believe they're under 13s. There are a couple of big lads out there and really high-quality game of football.
It just shows the quality of defence.
Yeah, it's not what you'd expect, especially when you see some of the Colts games these days blow out to your 50s to 20s and things like that. And then you've got a game here of under 13s that's
it's high standard.
Very high standard.
And it's very defensive based, which is outstanding. And I love seeing games like this.
Well, I've said it for a long time. A lot of the times you get your under 20s, even your Queensland Cups, your New South Wales Cups, all these players that they make it all the way to those levels because scouts pick them on their attack and their attacking prowess. But the ones that go on to the NRL, you find most of the time, are the ones that can defend as well.
Yeah, 100%. No, you're spot on. You're spot on.
So it's really good to see players of this level, this calibre, with such good defensive mindsets. Very impressive. Still 3 minutes 15 to go in the first half.
Are you still with Samoa in the morning?
I'm still riding with Samoa.
Okay.
I still think they're going to get it done. Very powerful forward pack. I think they surprise England.
Who's your man of the match?
For Samoa, I think if they're going to have a really big game, Milford needs to stand up again.
Milford and Luai?
Well, if you get a big forward pack roll and Milford gets a little bit of confidence, I reckon he's on.
People forget how good Anthony Milford was.
Yeah, but he needed someone like a Ben Hunt, like 2015, someone to take pressure off him. Oh, beautiful contact on the outside in there. Just doesn't finish the tackle, but don't worry, he'll go again.
A tough little kid, this too, for Vass. I like him. Elias
Luavi. And sprints back to position. Oh, one-on-one strip here, and away goes Vass. This might be a very good opportunity. 2 minutes 15 on the clock.
Where's your Winnie? Got to get the ball to your Winnie here, Taylor.
Oh, big contact there. That was James Penny.
That's Voice of Penny's nephew.
Oh, there's too many.
There's pennies everywhere.
How many Voice of Pennies are there? Silas, ball in hand, goes underneath. That's where the space was. Well tackled in the end. They have been solid as a rock in the defence. Cash Bennett grows for himself. Oh, too much on it. He'll pick that up from the Gaythorne RSL.
Taylor, halftime talk for Corey Gardner and the Vass boys. Is it don't kick the ball?
I think it's just calm down.
Calm down, yeah.
You don't need a score off every play.
Exactly. What was that tackle? 3?
Yeah, just go through your sets, go through your motions, trust in the fact that you've got the players in the right positions.
Yeah, no, fair.
Because I think, and that can often happen with blokes like Cash coming off the bench. You've probably seen it happen and think, oh, I'm going to get it on, I'm going to change this, I'm going to change that. And they play the game in their head before they get there.
Yep.
And by the time they're out in the field, they're just trying to do absolutely everything.
No, I agree, mate.
Right, here's a really strong hit up here for the Bangers. That's a great carry by Cordell Kirk. Oh, playing some very expensive football now. That's T-Vite.
I think the 14 here, Cash, but it's in some trouble on the left-hand side here, Taylor.
He's limping a bit. They've gone over the top. Where's Hewitt?
Oh, Taylor.
Doesn't need to get there. What a great pickup by Ashton Taylor. Oh, and a great shot as well. Very physical this game. That was Onyx Poimafidi. 30 seconds to go. Like to see some movement in and around Vass here and try and make the most of it. That was a great bit of contact too by Torlungi. Love a halfback that gets involved in the muscle and bustle. Now here's Weenie.
He's got to get in closer, you Winnie. He's got to get the ball in his hands a lot more.
7 seconds to go. Matters is going to go for the long-range kick. Has someone got the wheels to get there? It's going to hold up, is it? No, it's going to push a little bit too far on the stroke of half-time. We're going to break. Southside Bangers 8, All Stars 0. Welcome back here, Franklin Oval. We're about to see the second half of the under-13s. The Velocity All-Stars will be are taking on the Southside Bangers. They're currently trailing the Velocity All-Stars. It's 8-0. The Bangers are up. We've just had an update for, I think, everyone in the crowd. Everyone was worried about the referee from the last match. He is fine. He's all good. He just needed to rehydrate, and we've got him the absolute best stuff for cramps, and it's called ginger beer. So we've sorted it right out. Everyone can relax. In the comments, it's all good.
Thanks for that, Taylor, mate. Yeah, look, I've had a couple of private messages as well asking how Trent is. No, he is okay, and he's good to go.
Yeah, it's good news. Vass here on the attack. They've got an opportunity early. They've kicked off and regathered. So here's Ash Taylor, ball in hand. Long ball, here's Matters. Out the back now, Hewitt. They've got a big movement here. Here's your man too. He can't quite get over the line. Well held in that space is Uwini.
A lot to spread though there, Taylor.
You're right. I think that's exactly what the message was at half-time. Look, fellas, what's the point of practicing all these moves if you're not going to pull them off? You're not going to try them.
Exactly.
Here's Big Fire Lunga. He'll be hard to stop. Offload away to Bennett. Oh, geez, it's on out here if they can get it there. They've gone for the kick.
There's numbers.
Oh, that was an outstanding pick-up on the fly by Elias Luave. He picks it up. The big left foot step, slams it down. Vass hit back straight away. They couldn't score in the opening 30. They've scored after 2.5 minutes in the second half.
But I think you go back to the offload here with Fire Lunga. It gets to Silas. Pinpoint kick to the young fella on the wing here. Young Elias. Great hands. Try time. 8-4 with the kick to come.
Well, how's the composure on Silas? Just to know, I know the ball needs to get there. I don't know how to get it there. I'm just going to throw it on the boot and see what happens.
No, really good kid. So his father, Corey's the coach. Really good kid. So whether he plays 1, 6, or 7, very composed. A lot of time for the young fella. Yeah, good kid.
So now we have a kick to come here from Matters. Just backing himself up. We'll see what this chook scratch is like.
You're betting men.
No chook, nothing silly. Just lined it up, went for it, and he's almost kicked it.
Mate, how well did he hit that?
He hit it sweet. He hit it very sweet. Only just started coming down by the time it hit the post, so good kick by Hayden Matters. Unfortunately, it's just missed the assignment. It's come off the steel work down here at Franklin Oval.
Mate, what a venue.
Yeah, I like it how the sun's just poking behind the trees there, and it's a little bit of sunshine coming through. It's a beautiful spot to watch football, especially here in the afternoons.
Mate, you've got 2 warm-up ovals. You've got the bar, the canteen. Everything's happening here. Get down. Do yourselves a favour and be here.
Yeah, well, the bar's flowing, and there's people absolutely pumping on the other side here from where we are, just on the other little terrace out there. Oh, did he lose that? He's picked it back up before it hit the ground, did Nemia. I was worried there. We did actually have a comment here, Kim, during the halftime break by Victor Walker, who said Jeremiah Tocco, Smith, Sando, Tianunga, Pittman, Cordell were all in the Queensland under-12s in 2021.
No, mate, I really appreciate that. Look, as I said, we're from the north side of Brisbane myself, from the Velocity All-Stars. I don't know the kids from the south side, so really appreciate that. The heads up. And look, you can tell by the way they play football. They're very, very classy kids.
Yeah, very good footballers.
Thanks for that, mate. Thanks for the heads up. Was that Victor?
Victor Walker,
Victor
yes.
Walker, thanks, mate. I appreciate it. Thank you.
And there's already some little bit of anticipation building for the 14s. Kylie Attard has said this is the 13s, 14s are next. So we've got some viewers already hanging onto their seats for that big clash.
Yeah, with that one, Taylor. Kylie's young fella, Chase, will be playing in the front row for the Velocity All-Stars. He's actually from the Campbelltown Magpies.
Oh, yes, the Maggie.
Yeah, big front row. It goes very well.
Yes.
Oh, no, Campbelltown Eagles, maybe. Sorry.
It's the Campbelltown Eagles. But
there we go.
Picton Magpies are out there.
Yes, okay. No,
Similar-
it's Campbelltown.
Yes, so I'm very familiar with the area, having gone to school there myself. So
You're from the western parts of Sydney?
yeah, I grew up in Bankstown.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, I grew up in Bankstown, went to school in Campbelltown. Tasted everywhere. So, but yeah, very interesting. Here comes the number 11. That's Pulley. He's had a great game posted on that right edge for the Bangers. Last tackle now. There's a little bit of a look left and right between them. I don't know if this is going to go on the boot, but it does in the end. Marley Smith puts it on the boot. Oh, under a bit of pressure. Are they going to call knock forward? They are. So come forward there off Sonny Hewitt. It was a good kick there by Marley Smith.
I think you go back to the replay if we can there, Taylor. So what's actually happened is young Hewitt's got himself caught at marker, and then he's had to try and rush back to fullback, and he's never really set himself or place himself for that one. And then he's sort of come at the ball and attack it.
Yeah, just too much running in a minute or so, and
too much to do in very little time. Big set here.
Very big set. It'd be nice to see the All-Stars here brick up in defence and let the Bangers know that they're a different team coming out here in the second half.
Who's your man here for the Bangers? If you're going to go to someone, Taylor, who's your man?
Well, I really like the way that Pittman's orchestrated them at the moment. He's done a really good job of just pointing people around the park. But Tocco, have a look at him go. He's lightning galore. I think if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen off the left-hand edge. It's gonna happen off Pittman or the right end. Wherever Pittman is, that's where it'll be. I really like him. His whole setup, the way he talks, you can tell he's a footballer. Oh, but it doesn't matter anyway. They've knocked on over the line. So we'll have a scrum out here. Velocity All-Stars, they get away with it over on that left-hand edge. But I've got no doubt Elias Levi, who's already scored a try at the back end of that, at the start of this second half, he would have had something to do with it. He's a live wire out in that wing. Yeah, so it looked like there might have been. Here's Matters drifting across field. Oh, geez, he's got some pace on him. Well taken in the end by Telapea. Looks right and goes left. That's Big Weenie with a little bit of space. Namaya. Good little hit up, takes them over the 20-metre line, in towards the 30. Head down, bum up. It's the only way they're going here to get out of this mess. Harrison Blake with that last carry.
There's Hewitt.
Very strong in space is Hewitt. Last tackle now. It's going to go at the back to Silas. Puts it on the toe. It's hard to combat. Oh, it's taken very well in the end. Oh, he almost got to the space on the outside, did Makeo.
But that's a really good tackle there from Kelly. A lot of people wouldn't know. Kelly's a genuine 7 playing at 5 here. That's a really big tackle.
Genuine 7 player. And he's got a very interesting headgear on as well now, seeing it up close and personal.
Yeah. Taylor, can you explain that one to me?
I can't.
Because I'm looking at it now too.
It's got the ear holes and everything. It's got the you know what it reminds me of? You know when they first brought out those skate helmets and you put mohawks and stuff. Hang on a second, we've got a break down the right-hand side.
Oh,
Pulley's about to score.
From young Silas.
Great tackle. Still playing on though. He's going to be hard to stop from there. Is Filippini. They've called short. Tackle 5. Long ball, there's Pittman's dropped the ball.
That's your man Pittman there, Taylor.
Yeah, it is. I know. He's dropped the ball there on last tackle, so it's going to be a handover. Yeah, no, I'm not quite sure. If you have a look at that, the headgear, it's the strangest headgear I've ever seen. It's some sort of new concept.
Mate, back to the headgear. It's what is that?
I'm not opposed to it. I'll tell you that much for free. I've just had a word from the Facebook chat.
Matters.
He's got some speed.
Matters.
He's still going. His Matters. Oh.
Matters. Oh.
They're not going to stop him from there.
Taylor, I've spoken about it all day. Matters, stop kicking, run the ball because you can run the ball. That was quality.
As you say, so shall he deliver. Hayden Matters streaks away to score for the Velocity All-Stars. All of a sudden, she's 8 all. It's all locked up. Kick to come in front of the sticks.
It's game on, Taylor. Game on. Let's go.
I've just had a note passed to me by the producers that I've been pronouncing Jeremiah Toko as actually Torkor. So I apologise for that. I'll fix that up moving forward. Thank you very much for everyone in the chat letting us know, of course. Want to pay respects to all these blokes and their families and their pronunciations, their heritage. So thank you very much.
No, that's awesome, Taylor. Because I actually reached out to all opposition coaches and our own coaches, and just look, if there's anything that's said incorrectly, please let us know so we can correct it. Mate, Regan was there, so producer Regan was there when one of the coaches said how good you've done today with the pronunciation. So, mate,
yeah, that's good.
Hats off. Yeah, been really good. Great feedback all day.
Yeah, outstanding. It's good to hear that. It's all about the boys and the community and the family. So that's that's what it's about. Lynn Olsen just said, "Is this still the under-13s? My God, they're big." You're absolutely bang on, Lynn. They are huge.
There's some big boys, Lynn.
They're even bigger up live and personal. I can't believe some of these lads are under-13s.
Is it 10-8? Did we kick that?
Oh, yeah, it is. 10-8. We've kicked that. We've kicked that one. So we've got producer Regan who'll fix it up. There you go. Bang, done. I like how you've got a nickname now, Producer Regan. You like that one? It's destined to happen. So we get kickoff here. The Bangers. Oh, great take over on that left-hand corner.
Taylor.
They're starting to turn one on here, the Velocity All-Stars. Bit of wind in the sails now. Still 18 minutes to go. A lot of time and a lot of footy still to be played. Oh, great hit up and a great touch there by Sakayo. Berrigan's back on the field as well, so keep a lookout for him. This is one of the better players as well, Failunga.
Yeah, it's a captain, big Israel Failunga. Good kid.
Berrigan goes to the right. Here's Matters. Oh, dummies and runs, but he had a bit of a target on his back that time. He was hit hard by Marley Smith. Silas. Oh, come off his own player. And here's Cordell Kirk. Picks the ball up and starts running. Still going is Kirk. Yeah, a little bit unfortunate there, just getting in the way of each other. That's Sai Papan. He's got involved in that tackle. Short ball there at the line. Good work by Colin Seo. Still standing in the tackle. Eventually brought to the ground. Oh, there's a lost ball. The referee says knock on. A little bit of pressure now starting to mount on the Bangers. They haven't had the best 12 or so minutes to remember. So we just got some time out to look after some of our players here. So just getting some attention here to some of the players just to make sure everything's going well. As I said, let us know in the chat who you are supporting. Andrea Abu Gaida has said, let's go All-Stars. In fact, she said, let's go All-Stars. Stefania Kamada, let's go Silas, Onyx and Elias. They're really getting behind their players, which is great to see. So the Bangers here now. They're going to be in defence. The All-Stars an opportunity to attack out of their own end. There's a good pass. We go wide. Some great pace. This is Weenie. There you go, Adele Gardner. She says, Silas is our grandson we are watching from Redcliffe. Let's go. Well, thank you for joining us, Adele. Glad to have you here watching. We're just going to call time out here. We've got another injured player in the background, this time from the Southside Bangers. So it just shows you how quick, how tough this game is being played, to what strength, because we're getting a few injured and sore bodies now coming into the last quarter of the match. Woods Howe has said, great day of junior footy. Big shout out to Kim, Chris and the VAS team for putting on a great day to finish off the 2022 season. How good. Nothing better than a bit of junior football, especially down here at Franklin Doval. The best of the south side, the best of the north side coming up against each other. If you're looking there in the background, ladies and gentlemen, you can start to see the under-14s warm up. Looking strong out there. We've also got on the right-hand side the South Coast Bandits warming up. You may not, sorry about that. You may not be able to see them. They're just to the right of your screen. But this will be a cracker of a match in the under-14s next. Everyone I've spoken to all day since I got here at 8:30 has tapped me on the shoulder and said, hey, the 14s, that's the one to watch. A clap going across the field now. So a clap across the field now for Kings and Lafono, who's gone from the park there with some sort of lower leg injury. Oh, there's a long ball. Oh, it's been intercepted but dropped. Double knock on here. Good opportunity for Vass. A little bit of a break in play. Caused a couple of knock-ons. Hopefully they got it out of their system. Jordan Jennings is saying he's here to support Chase Attard. Look out for the number 10 in the under-14s All-Stars. So we're going to have a scrum here, middle of the park. Still 12 and a half minutes on the clock. There's plenty of time. The All-Stars up by 2 points at the moment. Here comes Berrigan out of the scrum. This time they switched onto it. Great tackle by Henry Willis. Here comes a big hit up by Basaseni. Oh, he's lost the ball. It's come out the front end. Smith's picked it up and started running. Oh, and there's another offload that's gone to ground. I'll tell you what, we've had a different couple of minutes, haven't we? Drop balls left and right. We've had a comment here from Bronston OT saying that the Logan BRL Div 1 under 13 champs had Marquise, Pittman, Smith, Lafono, Pulley. Logan Div 1 under 13 Brisbane Union champs had Smith, Pittman and Pulley. Also the Gold Coast champs for Rugby League. Champion team. Well, it's good to see them playing so much football together. That's what this whole junior football and community is about. And here is that man, Filippini. Got the offload away. Unfortunately, it's done no help for his teammates. Driven back into the deck by Timaloa. Oh, that's got to be one of the shots of the day. The boys have revved up now. They're turning up the screws. No one's taking a backward step, though. No attacker, no defender. The under-13s are ready to go. It's going out to Filippini. He's got a little bit of space. Gets the ball away. Flying wingers. Again, great defence. Fifth and last here, they're going to try to get a kick away, and they do that through Torlungi. Number 17 now, Harrison Blake. Here's another run here, dummy and go. Looked very good there, did Matters. He scored one of the last tries to put them in front. He's looking outstanding. Here's Weenie. Out to the edge now. Great run there. Charged by Leon Ione. Berrigan finds an opportunity and bounces. So quick out of 9. Elusive, but great defence in the end too. And who is it? It's Torlungi. Last tackle. They're going to go to the air. It was charged down in the end. Well taken there by Marquis Sando. 9 minutes, 45 to go, and she's heating up out in the middle. Some very, very strong defence by both sides.
Mate, you could honestly throw a blanket over both teams here, Taylor.
Yeah, because they're just both...
They're ripping in.
Ripping in. Cordell Kirk straight up the gut. Still going is Kirk.
Oh, great carry. Great carry.
Oh, he's going to have made 30 metres.
Oh.
Still going is... Oh, he's lost the ball at the last minute. But he's done well as Cordell Kirk. All his hard work, 30-odd metres. And it's come unstuck. So we'll have a scrum. The referee's not happy. He's explaining exactly what's happening and letting them know. Asserting a little bit of authority. It's what we like to see. So the Velocity All-Stars now, they've got a little bit of a backline movement set up to the right-hand side here. Scrum in the middle of the park. Oh, Matters switches from right to left.
Taylor. I like Taylor.
Good to, they've tried for a one-on-one rake, but he's still going, is Taylor. Ball drops out the back to Weenie. Oh, they're going to call lost ball. I thought it might have been play on myself.
Mate, never argue with the man in the old TNT Barry Gobblesall referee kit there, Taylor.
Oh. Yeah, that's exactly right.
Mate, just watching these two 14s warm up, there is some big boppers out there.
Yeah, there's something in the air. A lot of the comments have been based on the 14s as well. Lots of people looking forward to watching the 14s run around. So I think we're building up to a very good climax here.
But, mate, don't worry about the 14s. This is the game you want to watch.
Well, there's still 7.5 to go.
Mate,
It's 10-8.
This is outstanding rugby league right now.
Torlungi gets the offload away. Oh, yeah! There's some physicality. Get that, India. Oh, and this is one bloke that has not taken a backward step all game, is Marquis Sando.
He's a goer, Taylor. I like him.
He's tall, he's agile, he's quick. All the markings of a good front rower. Puts it on the toe. Well cleaned up in the end by Harrison Blake. So the Velocity All-Stars, they're up by 2. There's 7 minutes to go. For a large majority of the game, the Southside Bangers looked like the team to beat, didn't they? They were playing some really good football, and Vass just went whack at the start of the second half.
Oh, it's definitely game on. It's definitely game on here.
Here comes Berrigan. Watch him out of acting 9.
Mate,
He loves to go.
He's lurking. He's definitely lurking here, Berrigan.
Yeah,
He's looking. Look at his eyes. He's looking. He's ready.
There he
There
goes. Yeah, they just missed the assignment on the outside of him. I think he just wanted...
Yeah, there was no push there.
Yeah, he wanted them to come with him. He wanted Ashton Taylor to move with him. Here's Matters. He's going to get it up in the air. Jeremiah Torkor gets the ball and starts running, starts taking off. Tackle not complete, so he goes again. 6 minutes on the clock. Is this going to be another grandstand finish? I feel like we've got it.
Oh, great carry. That's a really good carry there.
Wound up and just ran hard. That's Sui Puli. Krishma Tolapaya.
It's through the tackle. That's another really good carry.
Oh, Puli goes again.
Is that Puli again?
Straight through the middle of the park. They need to start using this momentum. Swing it wide. Smith wants the ball. He gets the ball. Dummy the inside, dummy the out. Runs himself out of options and gets dragged backwards. Late offload though. Here's Torlungi. Big right foot step. But beautiful defence by the number 11, Leonine. Last tackle now. Smith's going to go to the air. Little bit of pressure here on Hewitt. Goes backwards. Gets his... Oh, the referee's going to call that was a knock on. Lots of pressure now for the All-Stars. They're still up by 2. They're going to have to defend their line.
That's a big call there from the referee, but I think he got it right there, Taylor. I think it was a knock on.
So this is going to come into these last 4.5 minutes. 2 points the difference. Bangers knocking on the door. They're trying to bang down the door.
Taylor, where are we going? Where are the Bangers going? Talk to me.
Oh, I think they're going to push left here through Smith. Here they go. Out the back. Here's Torkor. Gets a late offload. This Smith, he's wearing the 13, but he's playing 5'8" at the moment. He can play. Oh, dummy and go. Puli. If anyone deserved a match-winning try, it was Puli. Outstanding work. Ball in one hand. Dummy and go. Big left-hand palm. And the Bangers hit the lead. They're up by 2 with 4 minutes to go.
Oh, you're right, mate. Puli. His involvements have been outstanding.
We'll just have a look here at the instant replay. Gets the ball in hand. Charges to the outside. Just makes Ashton Taylor think twice about where he's going. Puts a big left-hand palm on Leonine. So great work there by Puli. And this kicks, it's pretty important if they want to force it into that 4-point differential. I mean, There's still time on the clock. The All-Stars, they will get first use of the ball.
Talk to me, Taylor. You backing him in or out?
This one?
Yeah.
I think you'll get this one. I think the pressure's on. They're talking about it.
What about producer Regan, sorry?
Nah.
He's called him no.
Producer Regan says no. I say yes. You got an opinion or are you staying neutral?
Right footer from the right side. I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Across the face.
Across the face. Okay.
All right. Well, there's only one way to find out. Time will tell. Mind you, as we start prolonging this kick, the time is whittling down. There's only 2.5 left.
He's actually done fairly well here to run the clock down.
Yeah.
He's done very well, the young man.
Well, we've had a 10-minute conversation. He still hasn't kicked it.
No.
In comes Richie Torlangi now.
He's done very well.
Oh, is he going to get it?
Oh, Richie.
Oh, straight through. I told you, blokes. I told you.
No,
Richie Torlangi kicks it through. It's now 14-10, which means if the All-Stars are going to score this set, which they will get the opportunity, or no, it's a kickoff, sorry. It's not a tap restart like we've seen. So they're going to have to defend a set to get the ball back. It's going to be a mad rush towards the end. Do they go short, though?
that's a great kick for Torlangi. Now I'd go deep and try and force an error here.
They've gone deep. They're going to have to attack with their shoulders.
They've been good here, the Bangers.
Minute 40 on the clock. This has been an outstanding seesawing game of rugby league. They found out they were the curtain raisers. They said, curtain raisers, we're the main show. We're banging one on.
This is the main show, they said.
And they've been great. Just a heavyweight slugfest. Minute 20 still on the clock. They can't give away any penalties away, the Vass side. And here he is again, another really strong carry by Marquis Sando.
Tell they're going to get a full set here. They're going to get a full set.
They're going for a kick.
Oh!
Smith's
That's
dropped
offside.
the ball.
That's offside.
It's a penalty. They're going to get a full set of 6 here, Vass. There's 50 seconds on the clock.
I'm telling you, Taylor, go to your Winnie. Here he is. Here's your Winnie.
He takes the hit up. They're all in front of him. 40 seconds on the clock. They won't bang the full set. They need to go now. Oh, Berrigan goes himself. He's got space. Oh, dragged to the ground in the end. Spirited defence here from the Bangers. They're stuck in the corner, the All-Stars. They'll need to spread it. One off the ruck here. Still pushing forward, though. And that's Sakayo. 20 seconds on the clock. They're going deep. Ball gets away. Hewitt's going to get there first. The offload's there for Taylor. Pushing back through the middle of the park. It's all. The offload's there. Hewitt's got the ball now. Back on the inside. 1 second left. Oh, it's over. They've defended. Southside Bangers have held on. A try in the last 4 minutes. They've held on in the last set. What an outstanding game of rugby league these 13-year-olds have delivered. What a show.
Taylor, what a game of footy. Vast, Southside Bangers, outstanding. Well done, all 37 footballers. Well done. Outstanding.
14-10, the Bangers get the win over the All-Stars. It doesn't get much better than that, ladies and gentlemen. What a treat. And if you think that was good, stick around. Desserts will be here shortly. Under 14s up next.
The Southside Bangers have picked a Velocity All-Stars man of the match. That's a $100 Rebel Sport voucher. That's going to number 6 in Velocity All-Stars. And season's IGA man of the match was number 7 from the Southside Bangers. Alright guys, we now move into our main event. We've we've got the under 14s, Velocity All-Stars, coming up against the South Coast Bandits.
You think like anything out of someone's knee, like repeated times, still in there.